Welcome back to the design studio. Today I'm going to show you how to upgrade some of your rental items, showcasing the beautiful Candelabra from UCI and the amazing dried product from Knud Nielsen. Hello, welcome back to the design studio. Today is all about having items but upgrading them, such as your rental items. Today we're going to upgrade one of our rental pieces that we have here in the studio because I don't like to just buy something and put it out there. I think as designers we need to enhance items, and that is what we're going to do today. So we are going to start off with these glass tubes, simple glass bud vase, found at the wholesale house. I knew I needed them to be gold, so we are going to gold flake them. We have the gold. These are imitation sheets of gold I found on Amazon. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not the real. And if you do use the imitation I found, you have to spray over a clear coat so that way it stays good. But I think for a rental piece, they look beautiful. So I'm going to start and show you how easy that is. I wear gloves for all these kind of things. I don't want this all over my hands. You know, we all pay a good amount of money for manicures and we do not need our nails ruined with some glue. So we use the metal leaf adhesive. And again, I just bought this on Amazon. You can go to a craft store and buy it, but I just put it on Amazon. It's worked really well for all the projects we've been using with. And you take your brush and then I just kind of put my finger in the tube and just coat this. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't mind some of the glass shining through. And you're going to go all the way around. I think doing things like this is what separates us as designers who have a vision of what they could do versus people that just buy something and use it exactly how it is and don't really create with it. As a designer, we want to create. So I just put a little bit on there, and instead of picking up the gold foil, I am just going to start it at one end, attach it, and just roll it on. I am not trying to get it to be perfect, because at the end of the day, I like some of the folds, I like some of the creases. You're going to need two pieces. See, it's already stuck to me. Let me put a little bit more glue up on the top. And yes, this piece that's hanging off, I don't tear to reuse. When you use the imitation gold foil, you can waste it a little bit more because it's not the expensive stuff. And the same thing. And so, kind of pat it down. Let this dry. I usually let them dry overnight. And when it's dried, then you just take a dry paintbrush and you just scrape off all the excess. And then you have a beautiful gold foiled vase for the next project. So for this project, we have 6 of these, and we are going to actually move production into a bigger space so you can see what we're doing. Be right back. All right, welcome back. We moved our stuff around, you know, production that happens. So this is the gorgeous vessel that we're going to just accent. It is perfect on its own. It's a UCI product. I recommend you checking out their website. We'll link it out. But this is a gorgeous stand. I'm going to decorate it as if it was going to go down an aisle or an altar piece for a wedding. And then you could basically just pick it up and put it onto the table for a table decor after the ceremony. A couple of things I want to talk about with it. These are jointed, so it breaks down into a smaller box, which is nice for all of us. The glass is very fragile, so be very, very careful when you're doing with the glass. It's thin, but it's beautiful, and so you want to have that. A taper candle would fit in here. Personally, I would never use a fresh taper candle because I don't want the wax situation happening. I got these candles off of Amazon. They're actually wax coated. And when they're enclosed with the amber glass, they don't look artificial. I am looking for flickering ones, so if any of you know ones that flicker, please send me a message. I need those. One of my friends did tell me with the wax-coated candles, if you are putting them in a hot truck, the wax will melt off. And he does huge events, so I'm sure that he's accurate, so just be wary of that. And these also have a remote, and you're not going to be able to see it, but they are beautiful with the lights on. But like I said, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous stand. And yes, you could definitely sell it as it is. But as a designer, it's up to us to make it just a little bit more, a little personal to our clients. And it shows that we have a flair. So do you remember those gold tubes we had? I put down a couple of dashes, the U-glue dashes on here. And I am just going to put these right on to the base of that. And these are something that, you could add fresh to. And just put a few of these around. And here's the deal. I know I'm going to get a message saying, this gold is smooth, this gold is not, it's not the same color. I'll tell you right now, I think mixing metallics and textures of it is beautiful. I don't think it has to be matchy-matchy. So what is matching is the cylinder shape. That was important to me. Get the shape right, but as far as the color and the finish, I wasn't really that concerned with it. So as you could see, we just have 5 of those there, and that'll give us our vessels. And now, something I want to share with you, another thing that is very inspirational to me. This is another Knud Nielsen product. This is their feather grass. I have blush and I have bleached. I think it's beautiful. The pampas grass is really popular. This is great. And so what we're going to do is I just want to soften up the metal a little bit. So I am literally just going to cut some of these pieces and put them in there. And by doing that, it softens it up. It gives you some elegance. It does not overpower by any ways the vessel. You can still see the gorgeous gold coming through. And again, with the feather grasses, they're a dried product, so you could easily rent these out as part of the rental piece and just reuse them. And let me grab a couple of more. Sorry, they're out of my reach. But you see how it just kind of softens it up? I think it's stunning. And you can even go in and add a little bit of this blush. Why not? And imagine like selling this to your clients and having it as a gorgeous centerpiece, very editorial. You know you're going to get some coverage from it. And it's simple, right? It doesn't always have to be crazy. Sorry, you're going to hear that on the mic. It's okay. And yes, it is shedding a little bit. It's going to shed a little bit. Give it a shake, and you'll be fine at your event. I mean, I don't think it looks bad at all. But see, look at how pretty that is. Just by adding some beautiful feather grass from Knud into the vessels that match that gold color. But to finish it off, I would take, sticking with our rental thoughts and our preserved items, this is an artificial, gorgeous eucalyptus garland. Definitely get fresh, but for our sakes, we're just going to use gold. And I would just wrap this around the table. and just give a nice curve to it. And again, this would be for an altar or an aisle, but you could easily transfer this to a guest table. And then some blush rose florets, just kind of put in. If we were at an event, if it was a fresh garland, I would glue these in. If it's a garland that we're renting again, I would wire them in. And the final component is I would use some petals from the same rose color and just drape them down and let them fall onto the garland and down to the floor. And you could put a few up here. I think on the gold, it's mirrored, so you get to see the reflection. But there we have it. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty beautiful, simple. It's a great way to rent out your items, get some new product in your stores, have some gorgeous pieces. We would set this up in our studio as is. We would use permanent roses, so that way when a client comes in, they can actually see it and they will fall in love with it and they will want it at their event. So I hope you liked it. Click like below. You know the thing, the drill. Subscribe, leave a message. Let me know what you think. Thank you so very much. Have a great day.